Now we're going to put water into the bottom container so we can start testing. The next step is to soak the seeds, make sure we germinate it correctly. In the last episodes of GuineaDad's indoor hydroponic field, we did all the works, including creating the table, working with the acrylic sheets, connecting the water pump, to finally looking like a finished product. We were waterproofing the table so that any leakage wouldn't lead to wood rot. We're resealing the table one more time just to make sure. Now we're going to put water into the bottom container so we can start testing. This bucket is about 17 gallons of water, so it is taking a while. Should be done any second now. We're putting in the water pump. The tray is going to have the drain and input. We're adjusting the height with the attachment so that we will have the right water height. We're inserting the big tray and then setting it up. Once the tray is set up, we're connecting the hose onto the pump, and we're also connecting hose for the drain.
So this hose is gonna go up into here, right, for pumping water up, and then this hose is gonna drain from down in here into the bucket.
Once that's all connected, we're going to put the small trays on the top to test the water pump.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready. Oh, there you go.
Now we're going to add more water so it will fill up the tray on top.
So we're waiting for this to get full. We wanted to test the drainage of it to see if the water will come out. So the water will get pumped in through this one, and then the water will go back down in the tub in this side. No drain yet, we gotta wait for more water to pump. We're just waiting for the water to start dripping down that and then come out of this hose. Oh, it's starting.
Once the water level reaches certain height, the drain is going to start working and water is going to flow out to maintain the water level. And the water continues to fill up, and eventually the water is going to flow into the small tray.
So the parts for the drain that we got wasn't high enough to fill out the small tray, so I kind of seal it with the foaming tape so it could go a little bit more up higher, and then we gotta check how high it's gonna go up now.
Because you want the water to come out through here a bit more?
Yep.
Okay. Because it has to be like at least what to this?
At least like an inch.
At least covering the bottom a bit.
Yeah, at least covering the like, whole bottom.
Actually, this is pretty
It's
good.
pretty good, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. So right now we found out we need deeper trays. These trays weren't hitting the water as much as we'd like.
We're going to have to adjust the height of the small tray to, almost sit on the big tray. Now the water is sipping into the small tray and we seem to have the right height. Before we plant the seeds, we are going to use the Clorox to clean out the trays because we want to kill all the bacteria or anything that should not be in the system. Now everything is clean, we're going to put everything together and then run it to see if the water level is good enough. The next step is to soak the seeds, make sure we germinate it correctly. This usually takes 24 hours or even more sometimes, but I decided if the pump works correctly, it's going to stay soaked anyway, so we're going to soak it rather briefly. When we're soaking the seeds, we are going to clean it with a little bit of bleach in this big bucket of water to kill any potential mold spores. Once that stays in there, we're going to rinse it with the clean water before putting it in the tray. Now we have a certain water height on the small tray. We're going to put the cocoa fiber to the right height and right depth so that seeds will be barely touching the wet cocoa core when the pump is fully running. And when the water drains, it'll stay on top and it continues to grow. So we're going to try to match the water height with the cocoa core height. We're setting everything up in the office. We originally wanted to put it in one of the corners, but I thought it was going to look even more awesome if we put it right next to the cage. After trying it out, I realized that the stair wasn't secure enough, so we made some slight changes to the stairs. And we are also going to use the Velcro, so it's going to stay in place. Once that was set up, we found that it was pretty secure and looked pretty good. I'm going to wash the seeds as if I'm washing the rice before cooking, and I'm going to go through this rinsing process many times. Once that's done, I'm going to put the seeds, a lot of seeds, onto these coco coir, very densely seeded on each tray. I might have overseeded it, but overseeding is always better than underseeding. It always looks better. I forgot, and we got the timer. So what we're going to do is connect the timer to the power, and we're going to connect the pump to the timer. So this pump will turn on like a couple times a day so that water level will go up to water the medium and seed and go down. This way it's going to show the optimal growth pattern, and because the seed and the root is getting aerated through this process, it's going to grow stronger. Now the before and after shot. So unfortunately, at the end of doing all this, we realized we made a serious mistake, as usual. So we're going to have to get a different bucket. We realized the bucket wasn't big enough, and we're making some little bit more modification as soon as possible so we don't kill the seeds. Hopefully next time we will be able to see you with the footage of grass fully grown, and I hope to see you guys all next week.